Welcome back to my KEEPUP channel. Haunting CCTV shows final moments of cyanide murder victims before they were poisoned at luxury Thai hotel by stress-looking U.S. woman who also took her own life. The last moments of the 6 people found dead in a luxury Bangkok hotel amid a suspected murder-suicide have been revealed in chilling CCTV footage. U.S. citizen Shireen Chung, 56, is thought to have poisoned herself and 5 other people with cyanide after she accrued huge debts related to an investment in a hospital in Japan. She had allegedly convinced a married couple and 2 other victims among the dead to pour funds into the project, but they had reportedly lost some 10 million baht, roughly $280,000 or 215,000 pounds, as a result. The deceased, 3 males and 3 females of Vietnamese origin aged between 37 and 56, had last been seen alive when food was delivered to their room at the Grand Hyatt Erawan on Monday afternoon. The group had arrived at the hotel one day earlier, but on Monday they all moved into Chong's suite, room 502. Footage obtained by Vietnamese media revealed the moment the 5 victims made their way to the room that, unbeknownst to them, would become the scene of their deaths. Suspected killer Chung, who was described as stressed by hotel staff, was also seen wearing a colorful patterned dress in hotel lift security footage hours before meeting the rest of the group. Staff delivered food ordered by one member of the group at 2 p.m. on Monday afternoon, along with pots of tea. They offered to brew and serve the drinks, but Chung allegedly declined, telling them she would take care of it. All 6 people were found dead by hotel staff a day later at 5 p.m. by staff after they failed to check out. Post-mortem tests confirmed traces of cyanide were found in the cups and in the bodies of the victims, 2 of whom, including Chung, were American citizens. Police Major General Theradat Thumsathi, investigative commander of the Metropolitan Police Bureau, said yesterday that police had questioned the daughter of one of the victims and other witnesses. He said, "The case likely stems from a debt problem. There are no other possibilities. The culprit is among the 6 because they were the only people who entered the room." Associate Professor Dr. Kornkiat Bongpaisarnson, head of the Department of Forensic Medicine at Chulalongkorn University, said, "The victim's lips and nails had turned dark purple, indicating a lack of oxygen, while their internal organs exhibited a blood-red appearance, another characteristic sign of cyanide poisoning." Forensic Police Chief Lieutenant General Trerong Piwan said a mass suicide was unlikely because some of the victims had arranged future things for their trip, such as guides and drivers. He added that the bodies were not grouped in the same place. Some were in the bedroom, some in the living room, suggesting that they did not knowingly consume poison and wait for their death together. 5 of the dead who had checked in at the hotel were named by police as females Chung, Tingwin Phuong and Tingwin Phuong Lon. 2 dead men were Din Tran Phu and Hung Dang Van. The 6th, who was not registered to stay with them, has not been named. Officers said a 7th person whose name was part of the hotel booking was identified by police as a sibling of one of the 6 victims, who left the country on July 10th. Police believe the 7th person had no involvement in the deaths. The mysterious circumstances surrounding the deaths of the 3 men and 3 women fueled wild rumors, with several local media outlets initially reporting a mass shooting incident. But photos released by police of a bloodless crime scene showed plates of untouched Thai food alongside teacups and thermos flasks. Investigators believe the cyanide was likely contained in the silver flasks which were used to spike the tea. The bodies were discovered by a maid who went to the room after they failed to check out and found it locked from the inside, Thai said. The staff saw one woman receive the food the day before, and security footage showed the rest arriving one by one shortly after. There were no other visitors, no one was seen leaving, and the door was locked. Thai added the deaths appeared to have occurred about 24 hours before police arrived on the scene Tuesday evening after being called by hotel staff. Thailand's Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin immediately ordered an investigation into the deaths and personally visited the hotel yesterday to discuss the case with investigators. Thailand's economy is heavily reliant on tourism, and Thavisin said he does not want the mystery deaths to negatively impact the country's image as a welcoming destination for holidaymakers. Some of the 6 foreigners appeared to be on their first trip to the country, while others appeared to be return visitors, he added. Chom is said to have visited Thailand some 5 times on a U.S. visa. Vietnam's foreign ministry confirmed 4 of the dead were Vietnamese nationals, and its embassy in Thailand was coordinating closely with authorities. We hope that the victims' families soon overcome this great loss, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Pham Thursday Hang said. Meanwhile, U.S. State Department spokesman Matthew Miller said officials are aware of the reports of the deaths of 2 U.S. citizens in Bangkok. Police said the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation had assisted with the investigation. The Vietnamese and United States embassies have been contacted over the deaths, and the American FBI is involved in the investigation, said Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin. The incident comes as Thailand looks to further promote its tourism sector, a key driver of Southeast Asia's second-largest economy. The Prime Minister ordered all agencies to urgently take action to avoid impact on tourism, the Thai government said in its statement. Thavisin himself refused questions from the press as he arrived at the hotel yesterday, instead making a beeline directly for investigating officers who whisked their leader away from prying eyes for private discussions. When asked if the news would affect a conference with the Russian energy minister at the hotel later today, Srettha said it was unlikely. This wasn't an act of terrorism or a breach in security. Everything is fine. Thai authorities are keen to improve the image of the kingdom, whose reputation as a safe tourist destination sometimes takes a hit when grisly crimes are reported. In 2023, the country was rocked by reports of a serial killer who had poisoned 15 people with cyanide. Sararat Rangsawathaporn, or AM Cyanide, as she would later be called, poisoned 15 people who she owed money to and became the country's first female serial killer. The country has played host to many other sordid and high-profile criminal cases, such as that of French serial killer Charles Sobhraj, nicknamed the Serpent, and linked to at least 24 murders, mostly of tourists, in the 1970s. More recently, the son of a Spanish actor was accused of killing and dismembering the body of a renowned Colombian plastic surgeon on the tourist island of Koh Phangan. The verdict in the trial is expected in the coming weeks. Last October, a 14-year-old boy opened fire at the Siam Paragon Mall in the same area as Tuesday's mass poisoning, killing 3 people. The shooting came just days before the anniversary of a massacre at a nursery in northern Thailand that left 36 people dead and amid government efforts to bolster tourist numbers. Some 28 million people visited Thailand in 2023, up from 11 million the year before, but still well down from the 40 million who came in 2019, the last year before the pandemic. Travel restrictions during the COVID-19 pandemic hammered the kingdom's vital tourism sector, and arrivals have not bounced back as quickly as officials hoped. Officials hope to hit 35 million visitors in 2024, with a target of $55 billion in revenue. The scene of yesterday's dark discovery, the Grand Hyatt Erawan Hotel, is among Thailand's most luxurious and sought-after tourist accommodations with a reputation for its service. Located in the Ratchaprasing district, a highly frequented shopping and commercial area in the Thai capital, the hotel is a 5-star venue replete with decadent interiors, a huge outdoor pool, a gym and spa complex, and a highly rated restaurant. It offers sweeping views of the city and, besides the commercial attractions, is also located adjacent to the Erawan Shrine, a notable religious site known for attracting tourists. Hotel administrators are yet to comment on the incident. Source: Daily Mailed, co.uk. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.